Welcome, and thank you for taking a few minutes to learn about the lead model by Delivered Innovation. The lead model is a revolutionary application that enables marketers to plan demand generation spend scientifically. The application is built on Salesforce.com's Force.com platform, the most widely accepted and used software as a service platform. The lead model lets users develop a model for marketing simply and quickly. The model first takes various inputs. These include marketing's assumptions, such as cost per lead or cost per opportunity, sales funnel assumptions, such as close rate or average length of sales cycle, and revenue requirements, such as revenue planned by sales region and average deal size. Using these assumptions, the application then dynamically calculates the number of leads, opportunities, and pipeline that marketing must deliver over time to meet expected revenue requirements. The lead model provides many advantages to marketers that no other application can. These include clarity into marketing's contribution requirements, goal alignment across sales, marketing, and business development, goal-setting mechanisms for your organization by role or department, and a means of justifying marketing spend on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. Let's take a quick look at how the application actually works. As you can see, there's only two simple tabs. The first tab, titled Lead Model, houses all of the assumptions for the model itself. The second tab, entitled Reports, dynamically produces reports that marketers can use to make decisions on a real-time basis. Let's take a quick look at Lead Model. There's three sections to the Lead Model, or the Assumptions tab. The first is marketing regions, which are the super regions for your organization. This can either be product-based or region-based, or any other way that you may divide up your sales organization. In this case, it's regional-based, with North America and Europe as our two sales regions. The second segment is marketing segments. These are the sub-segments for each of the sales regions above. And then the third section, Inputs and Assumptions, allows you to input all of the specific assumptions that factor into the model for each of the regions and segments. If I wanted to add a new region, I'd simply click on New Region, and enter in a new one. I may want to enter in Asia Pacific. If I want to save that region and begin entering information for Asia Pacific, I'd simply click Save. For time's sake, we're going to just modify one of our existing regions. So I'm going to cancel. And I'm going to click on North America. Within North America, I already have two segments already programmed. I have Enterprise and SMB, or small and medium-sized business. I want to modify Enterprise. By clicking on Enterprise, it takes me to the third section called Inputs and Assumptions. Here I can select the year that I actually want to modify. I'm just going to modify 2008. So I select that and click Go. That takes me to a page with all the assumptions critical to the lead model as it pertains to North American enterprise business for 2008. We can see here that I have a number of assumptions that factor into the model, such as the annual quota per sales rep, the percent of revenue from new business, percent of add-on business, cost per lead, and cost per opportunity. I also have the percent of leads from marketing for new business, percent of leads from marketing for add-on business, conversion rate, close rate for both new business and add-on business, and a number of other assumptions critical to the business model. One additional critical assumption being the sales cycle. So I can actually calculate, if I have a complex sales cycle, or a complex sales process, how many months it takes on average to close a deal, and factor that into my model. In this case, I have a 6-month sales cycle factored in. The lead model also allows you to input your projected number of leads, opportunities, pipeline, and revenue for each of these segments and sales regions by month. That allows you to calculate a delta or a difference to assess how you're doing on a real-time basis. If I wanted to edit any of these assumptions, I simply click the Edit Inputs button. That brings me to a page where I can actually edit each of these assumptions. In this case, I am just going to change the percent of leads from marketing for new business from 70% to just 50%. I make that change and I click Save. By making that change, that input and the calculations that it's associated with flows through the entire model. And it's also reflected in all of the reports. To see the reports, I click on the Reports tab, and I can see that I have 5 groups of reports critical to helping me operate my business. I have reports that tell me the required number of leads, opportunities, pipeline, and revenue that I need to create as a marketing organization to meet the goals of my company. I can also see the projected or actual number of leads, opportunities, pipeline, and revenue that I believe I can create with the given spend and resources that I've been giving. I can see the projected difference between required leads and actual or projected leads, opportunities, pipeline, and revenue. I can see the variance or the percent between required and actual for leads, opportunities, pipeline, and revenue. And I can also see the funding gap for leads and opportunities, which shows me, based upon cost per opportunity or cost per lead, how much more or less demand generation spend I would have needed to meet my specific goals. Let's take a quick look at required leads. I'm going to run the report for all regions, and I can see very quickly in a very clean report the number of leads for both North America and for Europe that I need to create by month for 2008. I can also see that same information in a table that shows me for each region and for each segment within the region by month how many leads I need to create for the year. Currently, it's showing me that I need to create more than 50,000 leads for 2008. If I want to look at the number of projected or actual leads or opportunities, pipeline, or revenue that I thought I could create for that same fiscal year, I could click on one of these reports. In the same format, it would show me that information. If I wanted to see the difference between required and projected or actual number of leads, opportunities, pipeline, or revenue that I am planning on creating for 2008, I could use one of these reports. I could show the variance with these, or I could also show the funding gap for leads or opportunities with one of these reports. Let's look at opportunities. By selecting all regions, as you can see, I have the same style of report, simple to read, as well as a table that shows me by region and by segment within that region by month what my funding gap is between required spend and the projected or actual number of leads I believe I can create as a factor of cost per lead or cost per opportunity. In this case, it's cost per opportunity because that's the particular report we're using. It's showing me that I have a budget surplus of $78,000 for the year. So in this particular case, I was actually given too much money to spend to generate the leads and opportunities that I need to create for the year. based upon cost per lead or cost per opportunity that I've used in my model. In many cases, as we all know, that's going to be a negative number. That's great information to take back to your management or your CFO to justify additional marketing spend. As mentioned, the lead model provides many advantages to marketers that no other application can. These include clarity into marketing's contribution requirements, goal alignment across sales, marketing, and business development, goal-setting mechanisms for your marketing organization by role or department, and a means of justifying marketing spend on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. We hope you've enjoyed today's demonstration. For further information, please visit us at deliveredinnovation.com.